Hey everyone, it's Divine Readings with the Gypsy, and today I have an unboxing. And I exactly know what this one is. I think this one is that, what is it, Regina Lenormand? It'll say it on the box. And you will know exactly what I'm talking about as soon as I could get it open. I honestly hate doing unboxing videos, and I've tried many bad times or desperate times to do an unboxing video for you all, but it always never seems to go according to plan for shitty reasons like this. Oh. Here I am ripping into the box in front of all you. Like a little barbarian I am. Ah, there we are. Here I have the Regina George Lenormand, and hopefully I could get into this without tearing up the box like I did with the other box. I just got the Sun and Moon Tarot in the tin, and here I am with my scissors, you know, with this wrap around the tin can, scratch the tin on my Sun and Moon Lenormand. It was crazy. Alright, this is going to be like a first impressions video, and that's another reason why I don't usually do unboxings on my channel, is because I say stupid things and then my first impressions can go away on me. This is a very beautiful box, so look at all that gold foiling. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just look at that. That's pretty beautiful. I honestly don't... Okay. Off topic. I honestly don't know if this is available on Amazon, or if it will be available on Amazon, or is this a limited edition. I had to go through US Games, go to the source and buy this particular deck. I do not know if Amazon is distributing the Regina George Lenormand. I had to go through US Gaming Systems. Just as a disclaimer, and that's not a big deal to me because I don't mind. Ooh, I like that blue. Look at that blue. And that's another reason why I don't do unboxings. Look at the blue. And so yeah, I don't go to Amazon for everything, but some people, when they want a mass-produced deck of some kind... Oh, that's my husband scratching around downstairs. A lot of people like to go to Amazon. I'll have to read the guidebook. It looks like a pretty meaty guidebook. It has that beautiful blue. Oh my god, it's like that silky blue. And it's 124 pages, including the back page. So here, 122 is this page, and this very back page is 124. It has all these different combinations in there, it seems, and example readings. She has a book, and she dedicated this to her mom. That's nice. She has a book. Okay, so she only goes into the meaning of the card. She doesn't go into any spreads or anything in the else. But you could pick up her book. Did I have her book up here? I think I did. Nearly breaking my arm getting the book out for you all, but she is the author to the Essential Lenormand guidebook, or this really big guidebook, and this is her deck. And so this has a lot of meaty information about Lenormand cards and spreads, and has really good juicy details that I highly recommend to anybody who's new to Lenormand, or who is interested in Lenormand that wants to know Lenormand deeper, and maybe read Lenormand in a way that is beyond traditional meanings of Lenormand, like the stars meaning internet, the snakes could mean like intestines. I'm just using an example of, it kind of breaks away, saying that the symbols could be a lot deeper than just traditional standard meanings of Lenormand, and she really explains that very well in her book. However, the Regina Lenormand book, it only looks like it has some very basic descriptions of what the cards are, but they don't get into spreads or anything else. So I'll still be reading this and see if there's anything different than the Essential Lenormand book. And we'll do that later. And I'll do do actual proper review of this deck later. Oh my gosh, how nice of US Gaming Systems. Look at that. They have this really nice sturdy double barrier. And you have a really nice hole to pick up your Lenormand deck. Oh, I really like that. I really like it, and the box is really well done. Thank you, US Gaming Systems. Now, and they don't individually wrap the deck in... Oh, I would have to do that later. They don't wrap the deck in like the plastic wrap, which I very highly appreciate, especially with these kind of beautiful cards. I really don't want anything to damage this deck, and so I'm very happy that US Gaming Systems put this weight tape around the deck and not damage the cards. Alright, wow, that's a pretty Rider card. Look at that, you can see the gold shimmering. Wow. Oh my god, the backs are exquisite. That is a really sexy back. The only complaint is the US Gaming copyright right there. They just can't leave it alone, can they? They just don't know how to leave it alone sometimes. I don't know what the symbol is right there in that top corner. Come on camera, focus. Ah, there we are. I don't know what these symbols are right there, but I'll have to read the guidebook and see what she says. But this is such a lovely card. And I have a link to Donna Lay's walkthrough and sample readings also to this video. In the ending of this video, I will have a link to her walkthrough and first impressions video. And she does a very beautiful first impressions video of this. And the cards are all bridge sized, which I don't necessarily am crazy about. I am one of those Lenormand readers that loves a mini deck. I really love mini decks, and I try to love the bridge size. I've been reading a mini deck for many years, so anything bridge size or anything bigger than a mini deck, I have a hard time connecting with it, because for me, Lenormand is so personal with just being a small intimate deck and having a big spread on in a small space. That's just the way I roll. But this, I have to say, is a sexy deck. I love this deck, and I love the attention to details. I don't know who she had for the artist, or Miss Regina hired for the artist for this deck. I don't know if she even does her own art, but it's just so well done. And I don't think you could see it on the camera, but there's like almost, even the cloud cards like this, there's almost like that holographic hue to even just the images. I might have to look back and see if all the images it seems to have like a holographic hue to it. Even the snake, you know, this part of the cards seem to have that shiny metallic hue to it, and it's just exquisite. Oh my gosh, I love that coffin card. Look at that. It's a very beautiful coffin card. This deck is absolutely, I can't stop saying it, and that's part of the reason why I don't do unboxing videos. I keep repeating myself like, oh my god, that's so beautiful, oh my god, that's so beautiful. Goodness. I'll try to stay silent, even though it's kind of hard. With that for the birds. And by the way, she's from Turkey, so a lot of these images are very Turkish or Middle Eastern feeling. So like at the alleyway, it looks very Middle Eastern feeling, which I really love. It's beautiful. I can't stop saying that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I love lighthouses as the tower. I actually, for my personally made deck, I made my tower card for the Lenormand lighthouse for my own personally made deck for playingcards.com. Wow, that's a nice mountain. And I know that this deck actually comes with a few extra cards too, and I'll get to that when we get there. That's a beautiful pathway. I love how the images, I saw Donna Lay's videos, but I was noticing even now that how much the images are straight up like nice cards, the heart cards, the ring cards, that you're not like hunting and picking out, okay, what on earth is this card, or what on earth is that card. It's pretty obvious that this is a book, but the way that they did it is so clever that it doesn't distract that this is a book still. Or this is a letter. It's very beautiful. I like this guy with a hookah there. And if you follow my Instagram photos at all, you'll know that I tend to go for hookah thing with my husband every now and then. So I love his garments. Oh, there's 2 male cards. So there's a man right here, you know, sitting by the seashore, and a guy here smoking a hookah. He's really lovely, don't get me wrong, but, and this is very good if you're gay, or I'll show this up here too. Gay or whatever the case may be, but they have to alternate cards for male and female cards, which I really do like. And honestly, for this deck, even though they have this man and this woman, I think that I'm going to set these 2 aside, these beautiful cards aside, and have these as my choices, because I love him and I love her. I really do. They're both very exquisite and very Turkish feeling. And I love the lilies. Sun. Oh, that's a pretty moon. That's a nice moon. And of course, my daughter's screaming in the background with my husband trying to calm her down. Oh, that's a nice fish card. Anchor, and then the cross. Alright, she did add some extra cards, and I was aware of them when I got this deck. She has like a, what is this? The Sage or something like that? Let me get my guidebook real quick. I don't know what this one is. I would probably get used to it if I were to... Oh, Spirit. So, 39 is Spirit, which is this one. And you could totally read this as a Lenormand deck, or you could read it with the extra cards. So this one is Spirit. This one is... I think this one is Incense. I don't remember. Incense burner, yeah. Incense. This is the bed. And I think it is exactly what you're thinking it is. I think it's like those sensual moments or those sexual moments in your life. The bed. And then I think you have the marketplace right here. Right? Am I right? Yes, I'm right! The market. See? This deck is pretty simple to figure out, even just by the images. So, as of right now, I'm going to take these beautiful extra cards out. And I think, if I could do my math in my head correctly, in a grand tableau, these would be like on either side of the grand tableau. I wish she had a grand tableau example with these extra cards in there, but she does not. She does not. Drives me crazy. That part drives me crazy. Alright, let me try to do an example reading. I'm going to put these extra beauties in here and the other extra beauties in the other side. Just for now. I might include them in the deck later, but I'm going to probably, for the sake of my camera footage size, oh, here I am with paint bits all over my table. Nice. And I'm going to put all that aside and show you what a 9 card spread looks like with this deck. And let's just say that I'm doing a general reading for myself. I really would hate to shuffle these cards because of the beautiful foiling on them. Oh well, they're going to get damaged by me anyways. Okay, so if you're going to rifle shuffle, the cards are stiff enough that you're going to have a hard time doing a bridge. Yeah, I'm already seeing I'm going to have fun with that. I am one of those people that I love stiff cardstock, and this is a really nice stiff cardstock, but you should be able to do a bridge too with a rifle shuffle, in my opinion, when you do cardstock. Yeah, that's going to be hard on the cards, doing a bridge there. I think you can see that. So I just give a one good 2 rifles and then I'll do this with the rest. I usually overhand shuffle Lenormand anyways, but some people do rifle shuffle the Lenormand even though it is kind of a smaller card deck. I tend to rifle shuffle, overhand Lenormand, my Lenormand cards. They overhand very well. I have to confess that the Regina Lenormand overhand shuffles very, very nicely. They're matte enough, they're that nice cardstock enough that it's not that bad. So let's say, doing a general Lenormand reading on myself, and I've been doing a bad job actually doing my own general Lenormand reading, so I'll do one for myself just to show you all. Alright, I think that's pretty good. And I'll find the lady, the beautiful lady. Alright, I think that's as good as we're gonna get as far as my zoom lens go. But here's me, and here's some of the major situations that are at hand. I have luck on my side at the moment, which is right there in that top corner, and that's kind of how Kelly reads, and that's kind of sort of how I read too. Those are the basic 2 cards that I do look for in a reading as far as a 9 card reading goes too. But my style is a little bit different than Kelly's as far as a 9-card reading, and I'll kind of briefly go into that as I'm going to show you my cards. So yeah, she's kind of looking this way, even though I don't usually read directionals. She's kind of looking at the past. She's kind of observing the past at the moment, and she's got the luck in her mind and her fortune's eye. Well, because also how I read my Lenormand decks is as above her, or everything that's in the top line is also in her thoughts. So when she's thinking and pursuing her thoughts, and it's coming to life, and fortune and good luck, and she's having good times in her community, in her garden community. So, and also she's gaining a bunch of knowledge and skill bases from this community that was pushing towards the future, as she goes towards the future. And right here in this physical grounded plane right here, she's got new opportunities coming up, which I exactly know what that is. New opportunities for my daughter Judith. Some things are unlocking and some things are coming into play. And also, she might have things, I might have things like money coming to me, or some sort of money, which doesn't surprise me because my mom is in the works with talking to my grandfathers and things like that about money and financial situations and stuff. So that might have a factor in my future, or me trying to push for my future. And I also view this line as almost like that pushing line, that thing that is going to set the next thing in motion. And also, in the past, right here in my immediate past, is intuitions and the knowings, and it's being covered by the, things, opportunities coming into play, and also my domestic things going on at home are also things that are keeping me grounded here in the moment. In the moment, I feel that my domestic things, or the things that are in my life with my husband, and my marriage is also helping me push to what that next thing in the future is. And also, right here, right next to the marriage or domestic issues, it has to do with home and family, probably more home, about the property and family. And things that might have to be dealing with the house or family matters of home. That's also being aspect of the future. And so right here, when we have our future line, or that thing in our direct future, I got things coming into play with the home, finances, and knowledge base, and that's all going to work together into a working whole, and it's going to create something that I'm striving for right now. I'm also striving to make this happen, and this is the things that is going to helping unfold this future cast right here too. Just kind of a summary reading of what these cards would do and how I would decipher some of these cards. And I think that's a pretty good example reading for right there for the Regina Lenormand. I also noticed something while I was spreading out the cards, that the artist or whoever made the cards has their signature down in that bottom right corner in every single one of their cards. I do really love these cards, and I think that they're beautiful. But I have to also work with it and see how it will work for me in my practice. And thank you all for watching this unboxing videos of my first impressions of this deck. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I don't know if it will be made on Amazon, but it is available on US Gaming Systems main site. You're just going to have to go through US Gaming Systems, not Amazon, to get this beautiful deck. And I love you all, and you all have a blessed day.